Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Ntombi. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're already a subscriber, I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my vlogs. So guys, in this vlog, I'll be doing a lot of cooking, as you can see. On this day, when was it? This was midweek, but I can't remember exactly which day, but yeah, it was midweek. And I just didn't have, the energy to cook. So I thought, why not just make something very easy and fast to make? So I fried some shoulder pork chops, and I made some burgers. Well, I don't want to call them burgers because they are not your traditional burgers, but yeah, they had pork, cheese, some fried onions, but yeah, that was basically it. Like I said, I didn't really have the energy to cook like a full dish. So I thought, let me just make something that will probably take me 10 to 15 minutes, which it did. It was quite quick, but yeah. So yeah, guys, whilst you are watching the video, I thought, why not have like a brief conversation about the reality of living in the UK. I will have a proper sit down with you guys, but I thought, why not take this opportunity to introduce some of the things that I will be talking about. So basically, as most of you guys already know, I live in the UK with my husband and 3 kids. And we have been living here for the past 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. And it has been quite a journey. I won't lie. It has been quite a journey. But I'm grateful to God for where He has, taken us, everything that He has seen us through. I cannot thank Him enough for the things that He continues to do for my family and I. So yeah, guys, I think I've probably mentioned this a couple of times in my previous vlogs. I am a social worker. And I have been a social worker for the past 8 years. But obviously, I've been practicing in the UK for the past 3 years. And before that, I was in South Africa. So yeah, I've had quite a journey career-wise as well. But as a mom and as a wife, living in the UK has been interesting. I think that would be the best word to use. It has been interesting. There are so many things that I was not ready for. But here we are. We're still going. So I think, firstly, I would like to point out the fact that when you have a large family like I do, when a family of 5, under normal circumstances, when you're in Africa, you would probably have a helper, isn't it? Some prefer live-in help, some prefer helpers that come on daily basis. But yeah, when I was in SA, I did have someone that would help me with housework and whatnot. But here in the UK, guys, it's it's not possible. And it's not because the help is not there. It is there, but it's expensive. It's extremely expensive, and if you are to get a house help, then they would only be a house help. If they are a cleaner, then they would only be a cleaner. If they are a nanny, then they would only be a nanny, and they wouldn't be doing any other extras like what we typically do in Africa. That when you have a house help or a maid, they are helping you with cleaning, taking care of the kids and whatnot. Yeah, that doesn't happen here. It really doesn't. If someone if anyone is here's the role of a nanny, then they are being a nanny. They are carrying out nanny duties, nothing more, nothing less. And if someone is a cleaner, then they are carrying out cleaning duties, nothing more, nothing less. And for people that are paid hourly, and with all this minimum wage thing here in the UK, which is not a small amount of money, by the way. It is quite expensive. I guess the people that can comfortably afford nannies or house help, those that are really moneyed, the Mbingas of the UK. Some people do get, people that can come over to the house and clean, and you'd probably pay something like £14 an hour. Some people do that, but I personally don't do that. It doesn't work for me, because whatever it is that they are going to come and do in an hour or two, it's not really something that I'm not able to do. If personally, something that I would really need help with is, help in the house, and if it's cleaning, I wouldn't really say I would want someone to come and clean for me. I don't know if it's because I'm very particular with how I want things to be done. No, but I don't think that's it. I am probably used to having someone come in to help, and then I would have enough time to show them how I want things done. But here, because they are coming in for an hour or two, there's just not enough time for you to show them what you want done. And you can't necessarily wait and see how they are doing whatever it is that they are doing, because obviously with the time that you have, since they're helping you with cleaning, you would obviously want to be doing something else, or you'd probably want to rest. So it's very complicated. It's very complicated, but I think the easier or the shortest way to put it would be, it's expensive, extremely expensive. So we make do with what we have, which is each other. My husband and I, we do everything ourselves. Cleaning, cooking, looking after the kids. So I can't even tell you guys the last time we went out on a date, just the two of us. I think the last time that we did that was 2024 in September. And I specifically remember that because that is when I took my husband away for his birthday. We went to Rome for a few days and left our kids with a friend of mine. That was the last time that we had time to ourselves, just us, the two of us. So, like I said, it's usually just the two of us doing everything that needs to be done in the house. Because obviously our kids are still very small to help with anything really. Although my two daughters, they do know that, they need to pick after themselves. If they are playing, when they are done playing, they put their toys away. If they are eating, they take their plates to the kitchen. But that's just about it. The proper housework is done by my husband and I. So it's really quite something. It's really quite something. It's something that, we had to get used to. And don't even get me started on the school runs. Oh, my word. Kids have to be dropped off at school in the morning. They have to be picked up. Yeah, it's really quite something. So it really helps here if you have people that you really know, whose kids probably go to the same school as your kids or in the same class or something, like myself. So we took turns with one of the parents that goes to school with my oldest daughter. We take turns. They take the kids to school in the morning, and we fetch them from school in the afternoon, like that. It actually helps because you can imagine juggling everything that you need to do in the house, and then having to do school runs and whatnot, and still having to go to work. So it's really something. But that's just a few of, the things that we have had to get used to when you're over here in the UK. Back in South Africa, because we had family, the grandparents would always go and fetch the kids from school when we are at work, and then we would go and collect the kids later on. And when we do go and collect them from their grandparents, they would have had supper already. So life was easy. It was easy because obviously the support was there. But when you're here, it's just you. And you have to make things work. So it's not easy, but it is what it is. People, but at the end of the day, you have to you have to make it work. You have to make it work. So another thing probably that I would want to point out is that, it's the obvious really, the weather. The weather this side is rubbish. It's rubbish. it rains throughout the whole year. It never stops raining. And we only have the sun, like the proper sun, for like 3 months in the whole year. The other 9, we have Tinezuwa regenerera. And our winters are quite brutal. They really are. It gets dark very early, and makuseni zuva rinononoka kubuda. So it's just, the winters here they can be very depressing. So it's very important to have a community when you're this side, so that you are just not stuck inside the house. Particularly the kids. They're just not stuck inside the house for 9 months unless, they are at school. So it's very important to sort of have, a community where you can always plan for play dates and whatnot, so that the kids do not feel like they are confined to your home and school only. You also need to find ways to spend time as a family outside of the house. So that would be probably looking for activities outside of the house, of which is very difficult, especially if the weather is rubbish. Then that would mean if you are to go somewhere, you're probably going to be doing indoor activities that require money as well. So you're constantly spending, which you can't really afford to do over here because things are quite expensive, So, yeah, it's one of the many things that you have to work around. Another thing would be, what else? I didn't write anything down because obviously, like I said, I'm going to do a proper sit down where I would go through questions or things that people have requested to know concerning our life here in the UK is African immigrants. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at this for today, but as initially communicated, I will obviously do a proper sit down. But yeah, guys, that's basically it for today. So yeah, here I am. I'm baking a raspberry loaf. I think during my leave, I've obviously had more free time, so I've gone back to baking, which I have always enjoyed. It's just that I just didn't have time to do it before I went on leave due to work and all that. But now we get to do that with my girls. They really enjoy that. I'm sure you guys saw little hands over there helping me out. Both of them, they really enjoy baking with me. So we have been doing that quite a lot, the three of us. So yeah, I will definitely be doing more of this baking and cooking videos. Let me know if you guys enjoy those videos. And later on in this video, guys, you're also going to see my husband and I going to collect our new baby. So the car that we had for the past 3 years, it's no longer big enough for our big family. It's a convertible, so you can imagine you can't really put a car seat and fit 2 other keys in the back and whatnot. So we decided that we need a bigger car that can fit the whole family. So we went to collect the car from a Toyota, a dealer close to where we live. So yeah, guys, that's our new baby. We really love our new baby. It's big. It's an SUV. It's big enough for us, and that's all we were looking for, really. But yeah, we also love the comfort, obviously. So yeah, guys, that's it from me for now, but you can keep watching the video. You still have a number of things to watch, but so yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, this is where my what do you call it? My voiceover ends. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Keep watching, actually, because it's you still have probably 11 more minutes. But yeah, thank you. Love you. Enjoy the video. you.